Greetings and salutations to all. I told you we'd be back. Glad that you decided to tune back in. I'm so glad you came in. I hope you're benefiting from some of the things that I'm saying. And that's just scratching the surface. There's a whole lot more to learn. We're going to be doing the second exercise. Once again, make sure you got some comfortable clothes on because it's not going to be an easy ride. In fact, you're probably going to be real upset with me by the time we finish this one. Your second exercise is a sit-up. Now, let me explain. It's not just your average sit-up. There's about 4 or 5 ways that can be done. These can be done depending on where you are in your life and where you are in your vocal training. There are going to be some of us that have a problem with our stomachs being in the way, being a little bit too much around the middle, and doing a sit-up with your hands behind your head and pulling it to your knees, that could be a problem. So, those of you who have that particular thing to deal with, don't let it be a problem. There's a way to correct it. And I'm going to help you with that right now before we even get started, because I think you need this tidbit, because I don't want you being discouraged and running and saying, he's got to sit up for me to do. No, you can get it done. You can get it done. You can get it done. If you have that particular problem, I just need you to lay on the floor with a chair in front of you, and you put your legs up in the chair. What I'm going to ask you to do is breathe with your hands behind your head and do a crunch. And you're going to be breathing in. Until you can reach your knees and go back. When you can do that, you're going to go along with us where we're fixing to go right now. Presto changeo, wonders of technology once again. Notice I'm not sitting, I'm lying down now. I need you to do the same. Did I mention during that last section that when you do your crunch, you want to breathe in as deep as you can and blow out? There should be a force to your blow, not just a blow or just let it out or just let it seep out. You actually force the air in and force the air back out. Once you can reach your elbows, you can go to the next section that we're fixing to do. Don't get it twisted. Do not try to go past there and do it any other kind of way. Well, you can, but you'll short yourself. And I want the best for you. So, here we go. Lying down on your back. There's a few different ways to do this. There's something they call the Superman, where you pull from the floor this way to pull yourself up. While you're doing this, you have to breathe in all the way till you can touch your toes or as close as you can get until you can. Come back and then blow out sharply and start the process over again. I'll explain again. When you start breathing the way you learn to breathe, put that air down near your bladder and start rolling up as you pull in. When you finally get full up here, pull into your lungs. All of that on that swing up. All of that on the swing up. You wind up touching your toes or as close as you can get. Come back And when you come back and hit the floor, mat, pillow, or whatever it is you're using, blow out sharply and repeat for however many reps that you wish to do. I'll give you a slight demonstration. Like I said, breathe from the floor, not, or wait till you get up here and start breathing. That's halving it. You won't get no benefit from that, actually, really. What you'll do is you'll make yourself lopsided. Part of yourself will be built and the other half will be limp because you didn't exercise it. You want the best from yourself, you want to breathe from the floor as you pull yourself up. In fact, you might want to start before you pull. Breathe in all the way to the end, whether it be your toes or as close as you can get. Come back and blow out sharply. I didn't say, oh, I said blow out sharply. Take control of your body. This is a chess game. Y'all get that? I hope y'all. Now let's do a quick review. The first one I gave you was for those of you who cannot do a full sit-up yet. That's the one with your legs in the chair. That's one. Two is the Superman from the floor or the bed, pulling yourself and breathing at the same time, going to the toes, coming back, wait till you come back. Once you get back, you blow out sharply and then repeat the process. The third one, we're going to finish it because it will make your lungs expand more than they want to. It will make your diaphragm expand more than it wants to. These are all good things for a singer because it gives us more air. More air, more ways to play. More ways to play. Third way to do this sit-up, and the sit-ups are very, very important because they build your core. They build your core, and your core is what you sing from. You want it as strong as you possibly can make it. I hope you enjoyed your flight with Superman. Should be most interesting. This is the third part of a way that the sit-up can be done. This one is the most beneficial, actually. But some of us have medical problems. Some of us have other problems that prevent us from doing them. What I'm saying is you have to lay down flat on the floor of the bed and lock your hands behind your head. And as you breathe in straight down there to your bladder. Keep filling it until you reach your knees as you pull up from the floor. So when you pull in, you blow out as sharply as you can. I'm doing the best I can with what I got to work with. But your knees have to be up this way. Either up underneath the couch, the chair, the van, whatever you can do to keep yourself from being pulled up off the floor. Have your legs being pulled off the floor. Or you can get an assistant. These are great exercises to teach the children. They're real good at catching them, and it'll do them real good later because it helps your overall breathing to know how to breathe properly. Don't hurt yourselves, ladies and gentlemen. Never push yourself any further than you physically can. Take your time and do these sit-ups as much as you can, as often as you can. I suggest twice a day that you do the whole regimen, either at night before you go to bed or when you wake up in the morning. And if you can find time at lunchtime at work or at home and you want to kind of de-stress a little bit, it's a great way to do it. Get your exercises under your belt, but nobody's gonna do it for you, and you can't get any better if you don't do them. Work with it, work with it, work with it. Let's go to the fourth style of this sit-up. Like I said, nobody gets left out, and it might take you a minute to catch up before you can get up, but at least there's a way to do it. And if you're diligent and really serious about what you're doing. Now, if any of these exercises weird you out and you can't do them, you're in the wrong business. Go find something else to do, because you won't. If you don't train, you won't remain. And if you're there at all while you're remaining, you'll be real sickly. And we don't need that to be happening. You want to do this to the best of your ability and let God get the glory out of it, and let Him bless you through it. Now, the fourth way to do this setup, why I went through all of that, is because some of us have ailments. We have medical problems. This is another way we can do this sit-up without hurting ourselves and still get the benefits. Whether it's halfway or all the way, at least we get the benefits. Eventually we can get to where we want to go. So here it is. You may need to use a small pillow if you have back problems and very bad breathing problems. Set it at the base of your back and lean back and lock your hands behind your head like we did on the last exercise. Breathing from the floor all the way to the knees. You hold it deep as you can breathe in, and then going back and allowing it to be blown out. Don't let it out. When you go back and arch your back this way, blow out. Now remember, these are done at the edge of the bed where your legs are hanging off. We don't want to have no problems. This is an easier way to do it. If you got back problems, like I have lower disc problems, sometimes I need to put a little pillow behind my back, a little donut style, long, little round ones like that. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Anyway, put one of them at the bottom, the base of your back. Lean on back, lock your head, hands behind your head. Breathe in sharply like the other exercise, the same way. Aggressively. And blow out when you come back, arch this way, and blow out sharply and repeat the process. Okay? And that's just to help for some of us who have those medical problems and other things. One student I had I think she called it vertigo. You want to make sure you can get the mind over the matter. All right? It can be done. Be blessed. Until the next time, which we will start with the windmill. Yeah, it's really grand to get all of this pulled together and everything, but what about all of this on here, this side, and everything on this side, around the back? How do we get that built up? That's what we're going to do next. Put all these components together and then learn how to use all of it in a hissing exercise, which is number 4. I have exciting things for you to know. If it feels boring to you, this ain't the right business for you, because you're going to have to learn this by hook or crook. I'm trying to give you a shortcut.